Yo, what it do? We're back again.
Yes,
Doing
sir.
the intro for a second time because the recording just decided to stop.
That's
But
how it
we
goes down
we gonna get
sometimes.
through it, man. We were talking about UFC on Paramount, UFC
Yep.
400, the first big event on
The
there,
debut.
the debut, man. I don't know, man. As I've gotten older, to be honest, like I just don't got the stomach for the UFC stuff like I used to, bro. Like
What is it?
I
The brutality? What is it?
Yeah, man. Like I used to even go to like a lot of UFC events, like when they were in town. If they came to like Orlando, Tampa, you know what I mean? Like I would go to anything if it was like an hour, maybe 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Like I really like UFC, but like the last, I would say like one or two events I've been to, bruh, that sound of the punches hitting, bro, I don't have the stomach for it no more, bro.
Yeah, it's different too, and I think there's so many, like the roster of the fighters is so hard to keep up nowadays.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's definitely a lot harder to keep up. There's so many top tens. There's so many divisions. There's so much going on with the interim titles. With the, there's just I don't know, man. Like I'm a UFC fan, and on TV I can definitely enjoy it. I definitely
oh
retire
yeah,
from going out to it. You know what I'm
you
saying?
don't buy it though.
I'll buy it
Yeah,
depending on what the
no,
event is.
I'll
You know what I
stream.
mean?
I'll stream it. I'll find a stream for it. I'll tell you that much.
You know what? The thing about the streams for me, bro, it just be like such an unpleasant experience. And usually, whenever I watch something, like I'll have a few people over, so you don't want to be with a buffer
And
in
I
the
feel like
stream.
it's when something big is about to go down, like a big knockout punch. That's when it freezes,
Nah,
and
facts.
everybody's just waiting. Like,
Yeah, that'd be the worst, man. When you're hosting something and you got the technical difficulties, like that's like kind of like the annoying part too of like hosting stuff. It's funny because there's a lot of people that they're really big on just hosting. Like they're always trying to invite
yeah,
people
yeah,
over to
yeah.
the house and
Fight
everything.
nights.
And I feel like even like everybody in our group chat be like real like chill about that because we're all kind of like on that same page of like, bro, hosting it requires a lot, dog.
Oh, it does. Honestly, I've been trying to go and host fight night parties, but one is like knowing who's coming, getting the fight ready, and like so, I have no cap the fire stick. You know what I mean? But sometimes I'm like, it's not
The
worth
fire
it
stick.
if I'm.
You said that man
Hey, I
mysterious,
got the
dog.
fire stick.
You got that
You know what I'm saying?
that
Shout out to my
blacklist
wife.
fire stick.
No, but real talk, like if you're gonna host an event and you're gonna try to bootleg it and stream it, you can't have it pausing in the middle of a major point in that fight.
Hey, and not for nothing, to kind of like piggyback on something I talked about last week with Jari, bro. Like we're also unks, bro.
Oh
These
yeah,
fights
we
be
are.
starting the main event like at 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying, bro? By 10:45, I'm already struggling,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's 10:45 and I'm watching like, you know what I'm saying, like with the Jake Paul thing, dog. Like it's 10:45. I'm watching these two dudes I never seen in my life fighting, you know what I'm saying? One of them is like his second fight ever,
Yeah.
and I'm like just trying to hold on for dear life, you know what I'm saying, and be able to like catch the Jake Paul fight cuz
Yeah,
I just
but that's what I appreciated about Jake Paul fight, and we get into that if we want to. Um, I was with a crowd of unks, you know what I mean, and we're all looking at the clock. It's like 10 o'clock. It's like, what are they waiting for?
yeah.
Like, bring that fight out. Like, we're ready to go to bed. Like, because usually it started at 10:45. Normally, if it was a pay-per-view, because they hosted in Vegas, they want to host it at 12:45 on the East Coast because it's 9:45 on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Give people ample time to get into the arena, get in the
and and
seats.
and that's the thing, and I think you were touching on that too, Ayo. This fight at least was more timely because if it was
Oh
just a
yeah.
regular boxing pay-per-view, we wouldn't have seen nothing till like you said, 12:45, almost 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
What we
Like,
do is we wake up and see the recap. That's what we do.
yeah, literally. But since we mentioned it, man, what you think of that fight, the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight?
Honestly, I'm not a Jake Paul fan, and no way do I support what he's doing. But I think that he proved something that he's been trying to prove for a long time. I will fight anybody who wants to fight me.
You know what's funny? I seen a counterpoint to that online, bro, where it's
Okay.
like, dog, offer me 80 million. I'm fighting Anthony Joshua too.
Oh yeah,
You
they
know what I'm
split
saying?
a, they,
Like
they split a buck
it,
50.
I was reading this thing where it's like, it's funny because it's kind of like a haterism, but it made me think, bro. It's like, yeah, it's easy to say he's brave, but it's like if somebody's giving you 80 mil, bro, like, are you really brave or you just ready for a check? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a group chat conversation right there. Yo, would you get in the ring with Anthony Joshua for $75
And
million?
even the fact that like that might have even just ended his career because broken your jaw in two different
Yeah,
places
he
as a
definitely
boxer,
snapped that
bro.
down.
That's not good at all,
But
bro.
when you get to a point where you're trying to make a point, it's like, hey, I'm here trying to fight people who are actually in my weight class, actually competition, the biggest names in the game right now, and they don't want to fight me. And if the only person is 3 times the size of me, double the weight of me, and if I have to fight him to prove it, I'll do it, regardless of the
Bro,
bag, regardless of the bag.
my honest opinion about that fight, that was the end game fight for him. He
You think he's done?
He built all the buzz he could. He was like, bro, a real boxer is gonna fight me now. The gate was insane. The purse was insane. I think he was just like, all right, this is where it ends.
Yeah.
I think regardless of, I mean, obviously, if he would have won, that would have been a different story. Obviously,
Because
he even knew that wasn't happening.
But remember this: what was the original fight before this?
The Gervonta Davis fight.
And that would have been the opposite.
See, yeah, exactly. I think if he would have fought Gervonta, it might have been a thing where it's like he could have still kept going after that. But I honestly think once it was Joshua and once everything kind of materialized, he had to know it was a calculated risk of like, bro, I'm cooked after this.
Yeah, I still think Tank would have clocked him though.
I think Tank would have pieced him up to the body and probably made him do like a Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Take a knee and say I'm done. You know.
That liver shot.
But
what do you think about the boxing game now? Like, does this affect the boxing game?
I mean, boxing has been dead to me, bro. I'm a huge boxing fan. I know you're a huge boxing fan. Quincy's a huge boxing fan. Quincy will watch any fight, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah, he will.
He'll just be chilling at the crib. Like, I'm watching X, Y, and Z. I didn't even know there was a fight on. You know what I mean? But I used to be like that. But just the way that everything's gone and how long they drag out these fights and the way they do these matchups, there's just too much. I mean, I'm not breaking ground by saying this, but there's too much politics in boxing. There's so many different divisions. Not divisions.
But that's what I feel Jake Paul is doing. He's being the outcast.
He's shaking it up for sure.
There you go.
He's shaking up the boxing industry, and they're
man.
gonna have to make some changes to compete. They're gonna have to make some changes to like have fighters actually.
Women's boxing is more popular now than men's boxing.
And on top of that, kind of tying it into the UFC thing, that's been a big thing of Jake Paul too, like kind of exposing how little UFC fighters get paid compared to like what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And what those pay-per-views are making. Like, bro, this is every month they're dropping a pay-per-view, and every month is $50.
Yeah.
Like, and there's fans that they pay the $50 every month and watch the UFC pay-per-view every month, bro.
No, real talk. And then back to the Paramount and UCF transitioning to Paramount.
UFC.
Yeah, UCF. Yeah. UFC transition to Paramount. Like, is this Dana White's opportunity to pay his fighters more? Or if it keeps at the rate he's going, then he's just he don't care about them fighters, man. He just care about the bag.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, it just becomes like a little numbers game. And when you're making that type of bread and you're already in that, like you're a promoter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Your job is to bring that vehicle the farthest that you can, the biggest way that you can. It's a funny thing, man, because last week me and Jari was talking about Birdman, right? And something that I thought about after and just kind of seeing what everybody was saying about it is like, yeah, you know, they're doing these things and it's like a two-way street because it's like, yeah, at what cost? But at the same time, it's like the person that's being promoted doesn't know what it takes to get them to that point.
Happen,
like, they don't know how many actual dollars go behind making Conor McGregor a household name. Like, the amount of money they spent making McGregor is probably like if you actually had that number, it's probably insane. You know what I mean? Like, that's why these guys aren't getting paid $80 million because they're probably spending, 10, 20 million just to promote these fights.
Yeah, the pre-fight events, the promotions, the weigh-ins, that's all stuff they don't have to take care of. And that's all that feeds into them getting that purse at the actual selling of that pay-per-view event.
And that's the thing that they always talk about in music too. Like everybody's always complaining about the label, like with Birdman, like, oh, he didn't pay nobody, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. It's like it's easier to say when you didn't put any money down to make this happen.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you never pulled a dollar out of your pocket to promote yourself internationally, how can you say how much money you deserve when you don't even know what it costs to get you to that point? You know what I mean? And it's like you can always see both sides with that. And I feel like that's something funny about people where they're like, they don't want, they're like anti big business, but they want big business to just give them money and let them do whatever they want to do. And it's like, bro, it don't work like that. Like if somebody's gonna spend a lot of money, they want a lot of money back.
Yeah.
You like it, that's just how it goes. You know what I mean?
That's a great point, and that's what it still resides to this day. Like if you want to excel in any entertainment industry, you have to succumb to the fact that you're gonna need a big business to support you because they have the budget for that.
Yeah.
And that's in any industry. I find that in my industry as well, though. The industry that I work in, like small companies don't have the budget to promote and make all this stuff, like the background stuff, happen. Mm-hmm. So the people who are contracting you to do it, they have to pay for it. But if you go to a big business who are backed by people, then they
already got the infrastructure.
They can take care of it themselves, and that's big. And that's why people who go into the entertainment industry like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. But at the same time, if you don't have that backing.
And that's like a lot of the stuff Kanye was talking about back in the day, like before he really took a turn. Like he was just basically saying like he wanted to get to the
Sway?
Yep, he's trying to get to that level where he can make that kind of impact, but he knows there's no way to get there unless you got the money. You know what I mean? Like the funding, like the way he went about saying it kind of rubbed people the wrong way, but it's like the sentiment was, I'm trying to be global, but you can't be global without capital, you know, and people just don't understand.
And that's that Sway interview. It's still a meme to this day. How, Sway? How, you don't think I've been wanting to do this forever, my whole life? You don't know what it takes to break through in this kind of industry, and you have to have the backing. And if you don't have that, you're not going to break through. So you have to eventually just not take an L, but just sit back and it's like, all right, I need someone else's help.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to get to a certain level, you either have to understand that you're going to have to, give up a lot of ownership, or you're going to have to work harder.
Because they ain't going to do it for free.
Exactly. Or you're going to have to just take a bigger risk and take a bigger chance on yourself if you want to get it to that level, but without giving up, sacrificing your product or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, you had mentioned that Bruce Buffer said he's gonna. He wants to keep going for like another 8 years.
I think he wants to hold it down. He said he wants to do the debut event, UCF. I keep saying UCF. UFC 400.
That's an Orlando thing, bro.
Yeah, I know it is an Orlando thing. Anytime I mix those letters up,
everybody does it, bro.
I live right 5 miles from UCF campus. But I think something we kind of touched on earlier in the pre-convos is like, is he gatekeeping? Like, because there's so many announcers who could probably hold it down.
Yo, it's funny because I was thinking about that. Like, it has to be like a funny little world to be in because it's like there's not that many announcers, bro.
Yeah.
There's probably like 10 guys that are like high end waiting to see if they can get that position, and then this dude talking about I want to go for another 8 more years. You know what I mean? Like, and they're probably looking at him like he's not projecting like he used to. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he's good, but you think there's no one else who can do that?
Bro, it's funny because like you said, we was talking about it before we got on, and it's like that dude King Mo that's announcing the Netflix joints, like you can't even really tell the difference of like King Mo or whoever, because it's a style and it's a voice and everybody does it. You know what I mean? Like they're all pretty much emulating the same thing, and as long as you train your throat, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
WWE has switched their announcers multiple times, and they all just kind of they compare. Like, they'll switch them like, oh, they're not as good as this. They're not good. But at the same time, they're still doing a good ass job.
Bro, the one from back in the day, I always remember Howard Finkel, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The one, he was like the announcer for the longest, bro. Yeah. The Undertaker!
6'7" from Death Valley.
Yeah.
But that has a big presence in the fight. That intro that the announcer does sets that fight up. So it's a big job. It's definitely something that has to be good. It's like this. Whoever sings the Star Spangled Banner at the beginning of any like professional game, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a big job, and if you flop, nobody's gonna respect that.
Nah, facts. It's definitely a big spot, and you got to deliver like 100% every time. It ain't easy. Um, yo, speaking about it ain't easy, dog. Like right now, it ain't easy being any type of British entertainer, man, because
Ooh,
they all over online, like with the Aries Spears memes and all the little videos of him talking about the British rappers
yeah.
and the battle rappers and bruh, it's so funny, man, because I've been seeing that and I showed you and I'm like, bro, it's crazy because I like the British stuff.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
like the British shows, I like the British
Mm.
rappers and everything, but you just see these videos of the dudes like doing a little like jolly two step and imitating the rap. You know what I'm saying? Like it just you can't help but think of like Pirates of the Caribbean or something. You
Yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
really.
And it's like the Jolly Roger vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like it's like I said, I like it,
yeah.
but people that don't like it, I can't even like fight back too much, you know, because like sometimes I be trying to put people on a certain like British stuff, but if like they're like, nah, man, I can't do that voice, I'm like, I don't blame you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I can get past it, but I get it, you
Yeah.
know?
But it's something really unique if it's really easily imitatable though.
Yeah. Um, I think it's just the unfamiliarity, man. People are just don't like to hear something else, you know. Or, bruh,
Yeah.
is it like is it like ingrown hatred for the British? You know what I mean? Like
The
we
British are coming.
you feel me? Like we always taught since we was young
Yeah.
that the British was the ops. Like maybe like
Yeah.
when we hear British stuff now, we just like
Hmm.
automatically like turn our brains off to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these are the redcoats, bro. Like
Yeah.
we don't rock with them.
We rock with our measurement system, not y'all's. You know
You
what I'm
heard me?
saying?
Yo, the crazy thing is like we do rock with theirs, and I don't even think they use it anymore. Like the feed and you know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
inches and everything.
Yeah.
I think they're on I think they're on metric.
No, there are meters and
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like they
centimeters
really just
and
gave us this idiotic system and was
yeah.
like, "Here, take that." Like y'all
We're
gonna
like, nah,
leave.
we're gonna keep it simple.
Yo, but yeah, man, I was watching that Ari Spears interview on DJ Vlad, man.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the only good thing that comes from DJ Vlad is them Ari Spears interviews because they just be like mad lighthearted and
Hmm.
just comedic stuff, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But the way he imitates the British battle rappers and stuff, dog, like it's like you ain't getting no respect
Yeah.
if you rapping with a British accent and some American sees you, dog.
Yeah. I watch a lot of them clips, like a lot of the British rapper battle freestyles, and there's only like one or two out of 1,000 that actually go viral and make it hit. Um, but I think it's just a style, you know what I'm saying? Something out of the ordinary that is a trend right now, you know. Hip hop battles are big on the web. It's been big over here, and I think they're trying to create that same space over there and United, but it's not as good as America. Hey,
Yeah, I remember
America.
back in the day, well, even before you had Slick Rick, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
He was from the UK and he had that accent a little bit in the raps. It wasn't like super strong, but you know, he was like a known rapper in the 80s or whatever. But I remember what's his name? Cameron signed a group from the UK. And around the time that they dropped the Diplomatic Immunity too, he had a
He
couple of
had him
joints
on there.
on there with that. It was a group called SAS. I don't remember what it stand for or who the rappers were, but it was two rappers. And they was rapping, and you know they got them British accents, you
Hmm.
know. But like the joints that they had on the album were
That's
super
fine.
dope, you know what I mean. But it just never caught on, bro. You know what I mean? It's kind of like we were talking about Craig David earlier. He just dropped the 25th anniversary edition of like the album that he dropped that was like the Born to Do It, like the one with like all the joints on it that everybody knows. And like he was big over here, but he's nowhere near the level that he is in the
Oh
UK.
no.
You know what I mean? Like over there, he's like, bro, Craig David is like one of
And
them
that's why
guys.
like he fell off, but he didn't fall off as his career. He fell off in America, and he
Exactly,
kept it
exactly.
going over there.
And it's that thing that we were talking about earlier, the promo money, bro. It's
Oh yeah,
expensive, especially when you're not even over here.
yeah.
Like to spend money to try to get like people to get on your side and just get over in America when like people already are like with the accents, they're funny about it and everything, bro. It's tough, you know what I mean?
It's like, nah, chief.
Nah,
But
facts.
he definitely. I'm telling you right now, Craig David was a big R&B artist in my youth growing up. So
He
I
influenced a lot of
yeah,
big R&B artists from now, like Justin Bieber,
yeah,
Ed
of course. Yeah.
Sheeran. A lot of R&B artists
I think
mentioned
he
Craig
was
David.
the first, not the first, but one of the major, UK R&B artists to transition into the hip hop scene and get the remixes with Mos Def, Nate Dogg.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like, who else did that from the UK as an R&B artist to transition into the hip hop scene in America? So he definitely like set that precedent
Yeah,
for
we
a
and we
lot of
haven't really
artists.
even seen that again. You know what I
No,
mean?
we
Like
haven't.
he kind of just like slid in that lane and kind of.
Central C's on his way there with Drake, though. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know you ain't.
I like Central C, man. It's a little like Central C to me is like a little bit like a UK little baby, where it's
Okay.
like he's dope, but he got a lot of misses for me because a lot of the stuff sounds generic. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I remember in the beginning when they were talking about like Lil Baby versus Gunna. To me, it wasn't even a competition. Like I'm
Oh, I
listening to
got you.
Lil Baby, and it's like, yeah, his stuff is hard, but you know that's gonna get old, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's only to a certain point where you
Yeah,
could
yeah,
just
yeah.
spit and everything's just gonna sound good. You know what I mean? Like you could tell Gunna was the one actually putting together the songs and like the melodies and the stuff that you're gonna go back and replay. And then it's like as time went on, you kind of just seen like, I mean, he's still kind of like you mentioned Drake earlier. Lil Baby's still going crazy,
Oh, yeah,
and he's still getting numbers and stuff. But
yeah.
like as far as like the sound, it's like it hasn't been moving me lately, like
Yeah,
how the old stuff
it's
did.
repetitive. Like I can make a little baby mix that it sound an hour long mix that sounds like it's the same song for an hour,
Nah, facts.
and that is the diversity that you can bring into your, your music. And then once you can't pass that threshold, then
And the crazy thing is, bro, some people that's their lane, and that's what the fans want to hear.
oh
Like
yeah.
a lot of people would say Future sounds the same on everything.
I was waiting for that,
You know what I mean?
but
Like
he switches up the
that's what I'm
sound.
like to outside people. They're like, yo, this is the same. I'm like, I don't know. Like to me,
Yeah.
it's fire. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
one of my boys, my boy Jay, he was like, Future, he just drops like the firmware updates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
No, that's
it's
a
like
yeah,
it's gonna
real
be
talk.
current, but it's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
gonna be future. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
oh yeah.
and anytime Future drops, bro, I'm excited because it's always fire,
Yeah.
dog. Like,
Now,
it,
Future found a way to make different songs significant that where they don't all sound the same. There's a lot that do sound the same. I'm not gonna take that away. But Future has made different songs sound differently, different vibes, different melodies, different tones, and I think that is why he's still as popular as he is today.
yeah, man, he's definitely one of them ones, man, and he got a lot of accolades to prove it. I feel like he's one of those that people appreciate, but they're even gonna more appreciate after when they really realize, like, damn, bro, like Future really been dropping
Oh
just
yeah.
gems. You know what I mean? The thing that always like kind of like blocks Future, I guess you would say, is like a lot of his music is like super street. So like he
Yeah.
alienates like a lot of people that like they just don't
Yeah.
know what he's talking about, so they just don't even like what I mean? Like it gets to a point where it's like it's never gonna be pop.
Yeah.
To me, I love that. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? Like to me, that's like the thing I like about it. You know what I'm saying? But you have somebody like a Drake, like a Lil Baby,
Hmm.
like a Gunna, you know what I mean? Like they'll cross over a certain way where it's like it can even get pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like that's why that Metro Boomin album, and I like the part two more than the part one, even though the part one had that Drake diss. Like the fact that he mixed with Metro, and he made almost an R&B album with Metro, and like it took away from what Future is, but it still had that piece of Future in it.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite albums still to this day.
Nah, it's fire, and I always like kind of like how you're saying like you'll hear in Future's music, bro. He'll experiment, bro. Like he'll pick random, beats and like vulnerable type flows and everything, and he'll give you like these different joints. But that's why, like to me, Future's so dope because he's not approaching every project like, okay, here's the formula, I'm sticking to it. He's sticking to the formula of I'm dope and this is my sound,
Yeah.
but he's experimenting within that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's also just like even like the same thing that happens with Drake, bro. Like he's to a point now where he just understands this music thing so much that the song is gonna bang no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if I'm a fan or whatever the case is, he knows how to make music that's gonna sound good no matter what. When you go out or when you hear it, like you might not be like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this every day, but the song's gonna sound good to you. It's never gonna sound whack.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It might, like, that's the thing with, like, same thing with Future. It might not resonate with you,
But it
but
still sounds good.
it's still good sounding music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, speaking of well, not even speaking of, but this is like a big left turn. I just wanted to talk about this because it's so funny, dog. Ben Simmons pursuing professional fishing, right?
That's wild.
So this, to me, it's just kind of like a saving face type of thing, because he's been like announcing that he's ready to sign. Like he was ready to sign with a team, then he wasn't ready to sign with a team. Supposedly, I believe like his agent had to come out and say something, but nobody wanted him. You know what I mean? Yeah. He started saying, you know, I'll go for the minimum basically. Still nobody wanted him. Now he's saying I'm gonna be a professional fisher. That he's gonna pursue that in the short term or whatever. Or maybe, you know,
Is that tapping out?
bruh. The way I literally cannot think of another sports, like, who in sports that didn't do anything illegal, like somebody that just who fell off that bad, bro, as an athlete. Like, there's nobody, bro. There is nobody without a legitimate reason that fell off that bad, bro. Like, yo, they always clown Colin Cowherd, bro, because he got that video that you was talking about, man. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, LeBron, we're good, bro.
We're good.
We're good, bro.
You can keep playing, but we're good. We got Ben Simmons.
Talking about some Ben Simmons, bro.
Honestly, I think that affected as far as his expectation level of who he had to be, where all the hype and all the crowd and everybody, like the whole, even social media played a big part in that.
Honestly,
about who
bro,
they expected Ben Simmons to be.
I don't even think it was that, dog. Honestly, I just feel like, because before he even got signed, like when they were just looking at him as a player, like from like 18 to 19, they had like the doubt with him had always been, how serious does he take the game? Like, he had been known to be immature from before that. Like, I think he was at LSU. He was at LSU not even wanting to play. Like, he was just already, like they said, he was already checked out. He's like, I'm going to the NBA. I don't care. And even, not even just that detail, but it's just the fact that he had so many like immaturity things leading up to it, and things that were about even just not respecting the process of basketball or not even respecting the game. Like, it made sense that his career went that way, because it was kind of like he had the ability and he thought he was just going to take that and just run with it. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, when you get to that, I think, I forgot, dang, bro, it's one of the most recent top draft picks. I think it was Ricochet from the Hawks, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be somebody else. But basically, they was like, yo, where I came from, I was the most athletic guy, and now I'm in the league, and I'm one of the least athletic guys. Like, he was like, bro, like, this is different, dog. You know what I'm saying? And Ben Simmons thought it was sweet, bro. He thought, you know, he got people like this dude, you know, calling, oh, LeBron, we good. Like, nah, bro. LeBron is a freak for a reason, bro. There's a reason why nobody's played this long in the NBA and been that effective, bro. Like, that don't happen. Like, and it's kind of like the same thing that happened with Brady, bro. Like, Brady had this crazy long career with all these Super Bowls, and they was like, so let's just calculate, man. Patrick Mahomes been to the Super Bowl this many times. By the time he retires, he'll have 15. Like, no, bro. Like, Tom Brady is a freak, bro. LeBron is a freak, bro. Jordan's a freak. Wayne Gretzky is a freak, bro. Shohei Ohtani, these are freaks, bro. You cannot compare anybody to these people, because you seeing this once or twice maybe in your lifetime. It's not coming around like all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I think, like, you know, I think that tarnishes personalities as far as athletes, because I think that's what they thought Shedeur Sanders would be.
Yeah, like the expectation, bro. It be
But
insane.
no, but his cockiness, he's like, yo, I'm just going to the NFL. I'm a ball. I'm gonna do
Oh
this.
yeah, like he was
Yeah,
looking ahead too
yeah.
much.
So he was acting like Ben Simmons, but he has athleticism on a different level than that. And it's proven now
Yeah.
after the last couple weeks, the last few weeks.
Honestly, like for me, I can't say too much about that situation because you know I hate college sports, bro. So
Okay.
I have no clue how these guys play.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like when the NFL starts, that's like day one for me.
So you never watch him play at Colorado?
Bro, I
Okay.
hate watching college sports,
Okay.
bro. Like to me, it feels like why am I watching a worse version of the good thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in me watching college sports. They're not as good as the NBA. They're not as good as the NFL.
Yeah.
They're not as good as the major leagues. Like, why am I watching
The
this?
thing about college sports is because it's athleticism at a level where there's no ego, there's no fantasy points, there's not bets in some states maybe.
I just
But
feel like they just got the energy.
But they just play at a level for the heart of it.
They just got energy, is it? It's like when your kid is 2 years old and you let them run around the house. Like it's just college kids playing basketball. Like, bro, I do not care, bro.
No. I will not compare any collegiate sport to football. I will not.
Oh, I mean, it's tough. All right, so obviously, it's tough and it's high competitiveness. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not taking nothing away from the athletes because those ones become the ones that I watch in the
like
majors.
Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes.
But put it this way. I don't know specifically the person, right?
Yeah.
But people that was on the field with all these people you mentioned in college,
Yeah.
them dudes are doing taxes right now, bro.
Yeah. No, but
they,
I'm
they
telling
was
you.
lined up with dudes that are doing
Yeah.
paving and driveways right
No,
now. Like
I
these
get that.
guys are not professional athletes
get
no
that,
more. That's
but
why I don't want to watch it, bro.
The stars of the NFL today were stars in college.
No, they were. And the reason why they're stars in college is because they're playing against tomorrow's plumbers, dog.
Okay. So their competition is what
Exactly,
you're
bro.
saying. All right,
like,
I got you.
There's one good guy on the team, and
yeah.
everybody else I'm gonna see in the workforce next to me next year, bro.
This guy's a realtor now.
Yeah, you feel me? Like it's
The
like
guy that was lining up on the line.
it's kind of like the thing the NBA
now.
dude said, where he's like, "Yo, you know, I was the most athletic dude where I came from, but now in the NBA, I'm not even the
I
top
got you.
10." You
I
know what I'm
got
saying?
you.
Like
Okay.
it's that thing, bro. Like
Now I see what you're saying. Their competition was.
it's like
yeah.
you know, there's not that many good players on every team. You know.
Yeah, Joe Schmoes.
Exactly, bro. Like Joe's versus Pros versus Joe's. Remember that show
yeah,
from Spike TV back in the day? That's the real life version, college dog. You ever seen them threads? Like they be always having like on Twitter or on Instagram or wherever, like it be like old athletes like that are regular guys now talking about their moment with like a real athlete that told them like, oh, we thought we were doing something before this, and then I played this player, and that's when I knew I wasn't going to the league. They're like, yo, they'll play like the good players, and that'll be the day they're like, all right, bro, I'm gonna be an engineer.
Yeah, that's right.
Like they already know, bro.
I'm gonna be a realtor. I'm gonna just be a financial advisor at Goldman Sachs.
And that's like my main gripe with college sports,
I got
bro.
you. I
don't
got
want
you.
to take. It's gonna sound contradictory, but I don't want to take nothing away from them because I know it's tough, and I know I probably wouldn't have been able to do college sports on any level. I understand that,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it doesn't mean that I want to watch these people play. Dog.
I got you. All I'm gonna say is all the recent Heisman Trophy winners are all
No,
stars.
I feel you, and I'm on the island with that, bro. Because like you already know, like we in the group chat, everybody be watching all the college stuff. I'm the only one that don't care, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just like to me, it's like amateur hour. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
I'm a Gator fan. Anthony Richardson, he was a star, and he went to the Colts, and the dude got replaced by Daniel Jones, and now he got replaced by Phillip Rivers. So it's like.
yeah, that's crazy, bro. When they get a grandpa off the couch, you got drafted a couple years ago, and they said, you know what, bro, we're gonna get the guy that could be your dad, and we're just gonna rock with him,
And he's
bro.
balling too.
And he's playing way better than him. Like that's the worst part. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, bro.
That's
But
disrespectful, honestly, to have the potential of a quarterback at a young age in your 30s and see this 43-year-old quarterback who hasn't played in 5 years come out there, take your spot, and ball out.
and everybody knows it because it's just on a national stage. Like everywhere you go, everybody knows your work situation, bro.
D.
That's like the crazy part about being a professional athlete. Like wherever you go, everybody knows the in and out of your day. Like
yeah.
regardless, bro.
So you're getting picked last on the court. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
facts. You get picked last in front of 10 million people. That's tough, bro. But yeah, man. I think that's a good spot to wrap it up, man. The pod been doing dope lately, man. A
Yeah,
lot
man.
of
Shout out to you. You've been holding it down. Like we said in the intro, that might make it, might not make it. Like life has been life, and haven't been able to make it in here, but we had to get one more in before the new year. But we've still been holding the brand down. Like
Nah,
these
facts.
hats.
Shout out to Sean and Jari for pulling up, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to
They
Sean
definitely
Madden,
been
Jari
helping the show,
knows.
man. Appreciate them boys, man. And yeah, we got the new hats, man.
Yeah.
Yo, we hitting it hard, bro.
The
Hey, yo.
studio's live. Everything's live right now. The merch, the hats. I was listening to a pod earlier, and it's a very popular podcast, and they're shutting down the podcast in their studio, and it's like because they survive off of that. And I think that made me want to make a good point. It's like what we're doing here. Yeah, well, it'll benefit us eventually, but we're it's more about giving everybody else opportunity.
Yeah, facts. When we get it to do what we know it's gonna do, bro, it's gonna be dope, bro.
But we want to. I think I want to emphasize giving people opportunity to do this. Like, I want this to resonate. Like, I know people read this and hear this, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that'll be dope." Like, do it. Holla at us, man. DM us. Do it. Like, come out here. Let's record. Let's set you up. Let's create some content. That's the reason we built this spot for
Facts. Yo, hit him with the tagline, dog.
sure. Stay butter.